welcome to this week's Sondheim cocktail. The show is Pacific Overtures. Pacific Overtures is a musical that Stephen Sondheim wrote the music and the lyrics to. That's all I know. That's all I know about this. We'll all learn it together when we watch the Sondheim 90 Roundtable. I know nothing about it. But I do know from Wikipedia that it is about the westernization of Japan told from the Japanese perspective. So I am going to do a cocktail from my book called a Kochi Cobbler, that is a Western cocktail using Japanese-inspired ingredients. Being a white boy for the greater part of my life, I think this is pretty appropriate. Okay, so a Kochi Cobbler. A cobbler, first of all, is one of the oldest drinks to use ice. It was brought around in the mid-1800s. In fact, Charles Dickens talked about it in one of his books. It is using ice, chunks of ice, little cobbles of ice, a spirit, citrus, and sugar. So I am going to start with my fruit, which is going to be mandarin oranges. Now I used them right from the can. I'm going to use like 6 or 7 mandarin oranges, which I think is also appropriate because in Pacific Overtures, there is in Act 1, the big mandarin orange production number where the whole chorus comes out dressed as one mandarin orange and they split into segments. I am adding some fresh ginger, about 4 dime-sized pieces to that. And I'm going to add half an ounce of syrup. I changed this. I'm not using regular syrup. I'm using the syrup that I saved from the can of mandarin oranges. Use half an ounce of that. We're going to muddle this together. Now, when we muddle, press down and twist. What you want to do is break the fruit and get all of the juices out of there, but you don't want to destroy it. That'd be great. Let's add the spirits. We're going to add sake. How cute is this little sake? Sake is Japanese rice wine. It is not fermented like, what am I going to do? 2.5 ounces. It is not fermented like wine from grapes because grapes has sugar in it and rice doesn't. It's more brewed like beer. 2.5 ounces of this. And then my secret ingredient, half an ounce of Galliano. Galliano is an Italian liqueur. If you buy it for this cocktail, I promise we will use it again when we do company. This is going to add flavors of vanilla and herb, which is also adding something Italian is appropriate because in Act 2, this is the big number when the Italians come and open up the gnocchi factory in Kochi. And the Japanese are all like, get out of here, Italians, without our hands full with all these Americans. Now I'm going to shake this up. Guess what this is called? A cobbler shaker, named after the strength. Now the flavors in that, the vanilla and the orange and the lightness of the sake and the syrup and the ginger. We're going to add crushed ice to this, as I said. Cobbles of ice. Pour it out of my cobbler shaker. And this is also known, seriously, as one of the first drinks, if not the first drink, to incorporate a straw. You can't really drink it without a straw. Now it is a little tricky to get out because of all of the crushed fruit. There we go. Add the straw to that. A little straw. Where's my small straws? Isn't that gorgeous? A Kochi Cobbler. I keep saying Kochi, I'm going to say Kochi. Also, let me say in the toast is kanpai. It's Japanese for cheers in my American accent. This is really delicious. Actually, when they do Pacific Overtures, this is served during intermission. Hurry.